Hi guys, it's Borkson. Hello, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. So guys, today we're doing reasons to not be my friend. Now before you guys think, oh Borkson's putting yourself down, it does sound like it, but this is all in fun. Some of this stuff is semi-serious and some isn't. But this is mostly just for fun. I will be doing the opposite. Like this is 10 reasons not to be my friend. I'll do 10 reasons to be my friend at a later date. So guys, anyway, I wrote down 10 things not to be my friend. Remember, this is all fun and games, except for the first couple that are, kind of serious. But after that, it just kind of gets funny. Okay, 1. I have PTSD trauma. So, like I always say, and I talk about I don't know if I'll say T word, T ends in T and ends in ama. Yeah, that's what I call it. But guys, so last year I had an accident, and I'm not gonna lie, it messed me up. But I am recovering mentally. I'm still in the process of recovering from my PTSD. I have full blown PTSD. I would have panic attacks, the whole anxiety attacks, flashbacks. I have all those. I don't have them really anymore unless I go to my personal house. I still have flashbacks when I'm there. But that's where my accident occurred, so it's understandable where the accidents occurred that gave me my PTSD. But most of them, no, the main big one, guys. So that's, but guys, the reason this really should be the reason to be my friend. It was a tragedy. I witnessed it occur, and it messed me up for the rest of my life. But nothing to do with that. Go on to number 2. I have disabilities, so it kind of bleeds into, yes, I have PTSD, as turns out teen ends in ama. I believe with autism. I have PTSD. I have D ends in eshin, which when I talk to somebody, when I talk to a professional, this is perfectly normal that I have this considering what I witnessed. I have dyslexia. I have nystagmus, so I'm losing my vision. And it's like, why would I want to be your friend for? I've been bullied because of this, because I have nystagmus, so my glasses come off. You can see more that my eyes roam. I have astigmatism, which is the shape of my eyeball is slightly different. A slight astigmatism. I almost lost my left eye at birth due to an accident that happened. So that's some people don't want to be my friend because, and there's something else here. Some people don't want to be my friend because they see my disabilities and they assume that something's wrong with me. No. I simply survived an accident at birth. There was a birth accident that happened, and I survived it. It's the house. 3 was a little funnier. Okay, I have toys. Guys, this may not be the reason to be my friend if you think that adult women don't have dolls, stuffed animals, and action figures. No, then I'm just not the friend for you, because my family home, like at my personal house, I have, and I'm not gonna break it together. It took me 32 years to accumulate the toys at my house. I have baby dolls and stuff. But when I actually was a baby, when I was a little kid, Sarah and Lammy are some of my first dolls, and they're still at my house. And Darling and Courtney and May and Christian, so my child dolls are still in my teenage bedroom in my childhood home. My former childhood bedroom, actually, I never actually slept in that room. This room was supposed to be my room. We were supposed to move there. Is a whole toy world. I have stuffed animals. I have action figures. I have Barbies. I had a lot of Barbies. Some of my Barbies, unfortunately, did get sold in the back of my car when my car got sold. But I think they were only like my designer Barbies. They weren't like my playline. So I have a lot of toys, guys. 4, I will defend you even if you don't want me to. And here's the thing, I have trouble defending myself, and that may be a bonus. That's like a bonus option. I have trouble defending myself. That's another good reason not to be my friend. Or if you're a weirdo who wants to walk all over me, I have trouble defending myself. But I will defend you, because I was taught by my parents to, when you see a disjustice, you stand. If you have the power, the ability to stand, you stand to defend that person. So I will defend you, and that annoys a few people. I've had some people who I've defended them, and they hated me for it. I'm like, I am defending you, girl, and you hate me for it? Like, what? 5. I used to make up fan fiction. So guys, if you don't know what fan fiction is, you can look it up. I used to make a lot of fan fiction. Now, this is also a cool reason to be my friend because my friends all said I was great. I made up fan fiction about my favorite singer. I'm not going to say who it is legally, so I can't be. Guys, I used to write it too. There is so much fan fiction at my family home. I'm embarrassed and I'm halfway scared it could be used against me in a court of law because I wrote fan fiction about a very famous singer's son. And I am a little scared that it can be used against me. So I write really good fan fiction. Now, I had a friend, I think, who did end the friendship with me because of this. At other friends, this works, and you were so cool. Like, you come up, like, you have the best stories. Like, your stories sound so big. You would, if we didn't know, we would swear this was real. Like, you are so good at fan fiction. I had to give that up for my sanity because I was worried that people would think that I was writing what I thought to be true or something, goodness forbid, that could have been true. And I didn't want to be bullied because of my fan fiction. I'll go on a whole separate video about my fan fiction. 6, I'm a hoarder. I'm a low-key, slightly, my parents were hoarders and the gene kind of rubbed off on me. Like, I love happy stuff. I don't know how to really throw things out very much. Like, I have tables and all that go back to my great-grandparents in my house. I have lamps that go back to my great-grandparents. Like, guys, I'm actually going through my home and throwing all of that away. Like, all that's going to the garbage. 7, I have overconsumption, at least at my personal house. Now, where I've been living the last year and a half, and so no, I haven't been having. Where I've been living in the two places I've been living in the last year and a half. No, I don't do any more overconsumption because I feel like then you gotta leave the house, you gotta leave half your things or 90% of your things behind. But I do suffer from overconsumption. I don't know if it's because I didn't have a lot of things growing up. Like, I didn't have a lot of clothes growing up, so kind of pours into the hoarder. Apparently, overconsumption and hoarding is not the same thing. I thought they're similar, though, I think, guys, in my opinion. Like, I love to have a lot of clothes. It's because growing up, I didn't have a lot of clothes. I had to wear my brother's hand-me-downs. Yes, you heard that right. Most of my clothes were my older brother's hand-me-downs that didn't even fit me right. Except for some cute little pieces that I could wear when my father was around, covered up to make it look like I did not have my brother's old clothes on. Okay. Battery's going down, guys. Okay, so 8 is because of my disabilities. Like I said in the video, I have tons of disabilities. I can seem weird or annoying or even challenged. A few people who don't understand autism, who don't understand my PTSD, they have actually told me my face to think that I'm mentally challenged. And I'm like, okay, I have a scenario for you. You wake up in the middle of the night, your parents screaming your name and crying for help and telling them that they're falling at the top of the stairs. And let's see how hot you come out mentally. Let's see how slow and challenged you sound when you are on the phone with dispatcher explaining that. You tell me how challenged you are going to sound. Exactly, guys. I've had people who actually have told me that I sound challenged and I sound slow and I need to be basically with somebody else taking care of me because I can't take care of myself. All lies. First off, I paid my own bills. I own my own home. Right now, I'm actually, guys, it's a whole story why I'm currently not living at my family home. But I'm gonna get on my own feet. But I'm having a tick. Where like my cheeks touch my glasses. It's just a tick I have. We'll get into a whole video later about that. 9. Sometimes I get on one topic and don't know how to get off. Now, guys, this term is called special interest. People with autism have special interest. We cannot help it. Now, sometimes we can. Like for me, sometimes I can help it. I choose not to. Editing works in here, guys. Another quick little tidbit, too, is when you make YouTube videos and people cannot see your setup, they assume you're talking to yourself and you have mental health issues. I have had at least 3 people assume that I have mental health disorders because they only heard me voiceover in my videos or filming. They never actually came in and actually seen me work. So they assume that I have mental health disorders. And that is so ignorant and so mean. But that's also something else I also fear about while living on my own too, is that people will make up things to try to basically treat me like I'm a child. I do not like to treat like a child. So yes, guys, my challenges do kind of make things a little harder. And on topic, people actually sometimes yell at me, curse, and swear at me. Tell me off topic, guys. I have to say that's so wrong. And the reason why I tend to hide my autistic traits is because I was bullied and picked on and yelled and screamed at my entire life because of my autistic traits. So I tend to, that's why also it didn't really red flag. I didn't even diagnose when I was young, but I pretend like I'm not autistic because I've been bullied my whole life for being autistic. People make their own conclusions, but I usually don't. People in my personal life, you can kind of tell I'm autistic by my voice slurs and different things. I would just prefer that nobody knows so that they can't use it against me. 10. I do not share. I do not care if it's my makeup, my clothes, my hair, my jewelry, dolls, stuffed animals, action figures. I do not share. My money went into buying those things. I almost wiped an old man's butt for everything I own, and I don't owe anybody nothing. I owe nobody to share anything of mine with them. I don't care if it's my phone, my tablets, which don't even have Wi-Fi on at the moment, any of my things. All the things that I bought with my own money, I earned, and I don't have a right to share it. I grew up kind of like an only child. I'm like an only child. If you guys are also new to my channel, I'm like an only child. So I grew up being spoiled by one parent and kind of forgotten about by the other. But for the most part, I don't share because I don't feel I have to. My things were bought with my money, my makeup, my dolls, my stuffed animals, my action figures, my hair accessories. I should not have to share them. Or my glasses, as I need them to see because I'm visually impaired. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like, I started a video and just kind of start ranting in each section. I kind of just go off and rant. It's kind of what works and does. So, Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. Go and hit that bell for post notifications. Remember to never forget to hit when you hit the post for notifications, to never forget to hit and notify when you occasionally. You want to be notified occasionally, always, or never. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.